the Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. The Sooners offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So TCU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Direct snap. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. On target to the left. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Billups. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They've got the screen set up. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake. Looking left. And they can't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Fires to the big fella. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Snap it to the back. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get...
Got enough space! Touchdown, Sooner! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Oh, a lot of space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll ride his man on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Hand off to the fullback. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Punts it out of the air. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. Here he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Makes the grab. It's Morales. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! On to attempt to try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Butler. Crosses the 30. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Butler. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooners! He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Yeah, most people are happy with several touchdowns in a season, but you just feed him and he keeps getting in the end zone, keeps piling up touchdowns. Those stats are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive line. Take him out to dinner.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Right on the money. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And they swarm him under. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it first and 10. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Off the play fake on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. High the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's carry on. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situation.
Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Let's go! Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Ball will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Butler. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick spin on the run. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for room. It's Palmer. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle. It's small. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling. Gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hold and fired complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air. It's Duff. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's in open space downfield. Makes a man miss. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Duff. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, the Gill, looking for room.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Duff. Soft spot in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.